What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall markets. I'm going to break down what's happening with the market approaching tomorrow as we have more data coming out, which you should be watching for in the charts. But just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire community as a whole. Anyways, as far as the market goes, just know that tomorrow is going to be Friday, January 10th, 2025. 1 hour before the market opens, we have the unemployment data coming out. So watch the unemployment rates to cause some high volatility. Then we have lots of payrolls data. We have non-farm, governmental, and manufacturing payrolls, which is going to cause some high volatility. So get ready for very high volatility tomorrow once this data comes out. The biggest thing is going to be the unemployment data. So we'll see what that leads to and what the numbers end up causing. I also want to mention that there's not anything too serious coming out for earnings. The stock market is closed today in commemorance of Jimmy Carter's funeral, so just keep that in mind. I want to send lots of respect, honor, and lots of condolences to Jimmy Carter's family after he passed away. And just knowing that the market's closed in honor of him, and we'll be back to normal tomorrow. So tomorrow we have Delta Airlines announcing earnings and just some very, very minor earnings. Things get a lot more serious next week and in 2 weeks. Just keep that in mind. Last things I want to mention is that for the overall options chain for SPY, we have over 340,000 calls expiring, and we have over 400,000 puts expiring for a 1.21 puts to call ratio with max pain at 590. That does favor upside a little bit more for the markets. So what do I think is going to pan out from here? What is my prediction? I just want to say that SPY is holding 588 quite well, and we're holding this critical support. As long as we hold this 588 area, which is where this critical support happens to be, we should see a bounce. If not, we're going to be dumping. So if 588 does not hold and we end up losing this support right here, there's going to be an attempt to drop to about 585. If we can't hold that, we dump all the way down to 580. If we hold support, we should be trying to rebound for 592 and then 595 as long as 588 holds. So keep those levels in mind. I'm hoping that SPY holds support, and that could be bringing us back up to about 592 and 595. For ES, oh, and by the way, about SPY, one more thing before I go back to ES. So there's still this head and shoulders that is technically present, but we haven't broken structure to see this pan out yet. I want to see SPY lose 585 for that to happen, but I'm not leaning in that direction. I think looking at the options chain in our setups, this does favor that it might try to bounce as we're at this support right here. So I'm hoping we get a bounce to 592 and 595 as the most likely possibility. But I could be wrong depending on the data. It all depends on the unemployment numbers, so just keep that in mind. Although I lean a bit more bullish, we'll see just to be safe. Anyways, going back to ES, the same thing is going on. There's that giant head and shoulders that's still present, but we haven't lost 58 to 80 to really start dumping. And we're actually seeing a base that's forming right here at this 59.20 area. So as long as we hold 59.30, I think is like more accurate. As long as we hold that, we should be trying to get a bounce to about 59.65. If that breaks, we're looking for essentially 59.80 for a temporary move back up. I'm hoping we get that as long as we hold support. If we lose 59.20, we dump to 58.80, but I don't favor that. I favor this is going to try to bounce for 59.60. On Nvidia, we have the same thing. We're technically on this downtrend, but we got to hold 137.68 to 138. If we don't hold that, we dump to about 135. If we do hold this, we're going to try to bounce to the 140s. We'll see if we try to hold 138 or not. We're technically, down there. If we hold that, we could be looking for some kind of bounce. I do think it might dip a little bit more, but let's hope we get some kind of bounce. We dumped quite a bit, and we are due for that. So we'll see if 138 holds or not. For Bitcoin, we're technically a little bit more bearish on a downtrend. We're looking for a test of 93,000, if not a little bit above that. This does look like it's trying to form a base at 91,000. So it could try to bounce, and we'll see if it rejects again. So keep those levels in mind. For Tesla, we have some good news. So for Tesla, we're holding this trend line of support. See this blue line of support I have drawn out way back here. This goes back many months. Well, we have some news that Mercedes is now going to be accepted in the supercharger network. Bullish news. As long as you hold support at 388-ish. We're looking for a bounce for 401.68, then eventually 410. If we lose support right here, we're looking for a dump all the way down to about 380. So I'm hoping we hold 388 at the very least to try to bounce to at least 402. I lean a bit more in the direction of us getting some kind of bounce, but we'll see just to be safe. Let me just do 3 more for the rest of this video. NQ is technically on a downtrend, but we're trying to form a base at 21,250. If we hold that, we're looking for a bounce back up to about 21,400. And if we lose that, we're looking for a dump to 21,000 flat. I'm hoping we hold this to bounce to 21,400. We'll have to see how things end up going. For the QQQ, We have to hold 512. If we lose that, we're looking for a dump to about 510. If we hold this, we could be bouncing for 517. We're stuck in the middle right now. This 200 EMA, see this red line right here? We saw the QQQ hit this and bounce, hit this, it dipped a little bit, then bounced, hit this, it dipped a little bit. We have to see if we get a bounce from here back up to 517. So if we lose 512, we turn a lot more bearish on the QQQ for 507 or below. If we hold 512, if we dip a bit, then bounce off of that, we're looking for an attempt to get back up to 517 or so. So I'm hoping we try to hold 512. It depends on the data tomorrow, but I do lean in the direction of 515 to be retested and 517. For Aapl, we got to hold our 200 EMA at 241. If we lose that, we dump to 238. If we hold this, we're looking for a bounce for 245. I hope we get that bounce so we hold 241, so we'll see how it ends up going. I do lean a bit more direction in the direction of this testing 244 to 245, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, as far as the market goes, this is my conclusion. There's going to be big data coming out an hour before market open. I'll give you guys an update then, but nothing can be promised quite yet. I'm hoping that the market holds support and we get some kind of bounce as the most likely possibility. However, it depends on this data, and I'm not really a fortune teller. I can't make promises, so we'll see how it goes. As long as we hold this support on SPY and Tesla and the QQQ, we should be trying to see a bounce for tomorrow as the most likely possibility, especially because it's a Friday and they love to squeeze shorts on Fridays. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's it for my video. I thank you all so much for listening. Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow morning to give you guys more updates, and I'll be back consistent from this point on. I thank you all for the very, very kind messages. I'm doing a lot better in terms of my health. I just had a common cold for the last couple of days. I am recovering still, so I just want to, wish you all the best and thank you for your attention. Please have a good rest of your day, and I'll be back hopefully for tomorrow to give you guys more updates. Thank you for listening, and peace out.